Gabriel. I'm at Crescent Valley H.S. I'm in the art room that Moses shares, the glass arts class. Today I'm going to be making a marble for everyone for their pleasure of watching me make a marble. So yeah, it's a good idea to put your tools in the flame first because dust settles on here and stuff, and it's just nice to clean it out. My other video told you what all these tools are and how you can use them. Actually, I don't think I actually went over this, but we can use this for helping us make a marble. So I'm going to make a marble now. First step we're going to do is we're going to melt this into a ball. What we're going to do is we're going to heat it up at the tip and keep working it into a ball. So yeah, and this part might take a while.
Then she grabs it and casts it.
Are you going to show mushroom tea?
I'm not doing color. Don't interrupt me, I'm on air.
No, it's alright, I said you could.
Yeah, you said I could.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's over there. What? Tended? I make. Because I'm so much more advanced than she is.
So when we use this, we pull along, like we pull back a little. If we just go in, it'll mushroom out, like kind of like that, and that's not exactly, because we want a round ball shape, like a marble, not a squashed, flat piece of glass. So if you remember the cold bond is when we heat one thing up for 15 seconds and then heat them up and hold one out for 15 seconds. Well, this is what we're going to attach right now to one side of it. So we're going to hold this guy out for about 15 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close enough. So now we're going to attach it like so to the top. And when it cools, this is the cold bond that we're going to attach the marble. Normally, what happens is this gets too hot, and once your cold bond gets hot, it becomes a hot bond. And that's not exactly what we want to happen. Sometimes we get lucky and it'll pop off when we're done, but usually the marble gets too hot. So we're gonna have to do this process one more time. Now to detach, we're gonna pull off like so, no stringer. Now this little end on there, we can fix this little end by putting it in the flame and melting it back into itself with the help of this baller. We'll start to mushroom back in there. Now if you look closely, there's a fine line there. Not sure if you can see that, but that fine line we can get by heating up just that bit of that line, and we're gonna liquefy that part, literally turning it into like water, so it melts to itself. So yeah, we're melting it to itself, and then that line will slowly start to just go away. If you get too close, it'll get really white hot. Once it starts to turn white, that's no good because you're gonna start to get bubbles. It's probably a good idea to back off at that point. And that's the actual round marble. And if you remember, the cold bond should make it just be able to tap right off. It's not gonna happen, but that's okay, it happens all the time.
That's what happens when you heat your cold bond. Explain these things, G. You're supposed to be the teacher.
I actually already did. So we're gonna heat one up for about 15 seconds. There's a little attachment there that'll take care of anything at the end. Just heat it up. Now it cools down and it's solid. We're gonna twist this off. Oh, that won't work too good. Dang. You normally don't get that lucky with one that breaks like that. Okay, so we're gonna twist off. Now that little bit on the end, since we already have our marble, we don't need any external glass. We can heat that bit up and then attach and just pull it off. And be sure to burn off the stringer. Just like so, and ding, ding. Just like so. Sorry.
Gee, you actually hit me this time.
That was an accident. I wouldn't purposely assault you on film.
On film. On film. Let's be clear here. He would do it off film.
Yeah, that little bit of end, we can just, after we got off all the external excess glass, just melt that end off with the help of the baller. Make it round. Look, give it some air. And then, with any luck, it pops right off. This is where the tweezers come in handy. So when you pop it off, it leaves a teeny, most of the time it'll leave a little teeny, little sharp thing at the top. This bit, we put in the flame to flame burnish this off.
She has it.
You can use the tweezers for this process. If the tweezers start to get red, they will start to fuse to the glass. That is not good, because then it'll kind of brand it with this weird little mark in there. So just heat that bit up. Likes to roll because it's marble. Alright. So yeah, and that's that. We have one marble. Now when you're done with your marble, you have to be sure to always take the marble and put it in the kiln right away. The kiln is to anneal. There's another video on the kiln, so we can see exactly how that works. So cool. Turn off your torch. It's green. You turn the green off, and then the red. Thank you. Bye.